surrounded by artificial intelligence in everyday life, whether it's through smart devices or those algorithms that decide which ads are presented to you online.
But now cities across the United States are using the technology to help streamline the non-emergency response process, including the city of Portland. Fox 12's Carly Olson brings us an update from the Bureau of Emergency Communications. Carly?
Pete and Nora, cities from San Jose all the way to New Orleans are implementing some kind of AI technology to help redirect those non-emergency calls to where they need to go, and at the same time taking some of the burden off of 911 call centers, many of which are still understaffed. But in the city of Portland, they're actually pushing AI a step further amid the rise in 911 calls in recent years.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
When you think of emergency response, you might think of calls like these.
Is he responding normally? Is he completely alert?
But not all calls that come into the Portland Bureau of Emergency Communications need the same level of response.
Hello.
And that's where artificial intelligence could lighten the load.
My car was broken into.
Director Bob Causey shows us how it works, a new program with an automated voice to guide callers through non-emergency situations.
I'm going to get you help with a theft from a vehicle call.
An idea born from a pressing need.
Our 911 calls have increased by 39% since 2018. And 911 is our priority. That's what we answer first. And then non-emergency calls have to wait. It's not unheard of for callers to be waiting for an hour, sometimes even 2 hours.
Sometimes the line is backed up with calls that don't necessarily need a human touch, and this tool would get them connected to resources without waiting and also place less stress on staff.
And our staff is looking forward to it because a lot of the burden that they face is recognizing the number of calls that are waiting in the queue. They can see it. That's frustrating to them because they don't get a break between calls.
Even though artificial intelligence in any form of response can raise concern, Causey wants the public to know the program would only take calls for situations that don't require further human assistance.
They are on their way. You did good. He's breathing.
And emergencies would still be handled by real people.
Non-emergency calls that do need to be dispatched do need to come to us, but many of them can be vetted a different way.
Through their current vendor, the program is free through the end of the year. If the Bureau decides to keep the program full-time, it will cost them $150,000 a year. The Bureau will continue that program until mid-July, and at that point, they'll be able to look back over the calls they've received and make sure that the program is working properly before implementing it into their system full-time. Reporting live in Southeast Portland, I'm Carly Olson, Fox 12 Oregon.